Hello guys, in this video we're going to create this event key code application. So when we press any keys on the keyboard, this application shows its key code, its event code and the key which was pressed. So we are going to create this application, and this is taken from the 50 projects in 50 days course by Travesty Media, and you can check to the description for more details on the course. So let's get into the video now. We'll be using this template that we created previously for this project, and we'll be using live server. The link to making this template is given in the cards. You can check that out as well to see how we made this little template. And so let's get into the video and see how we can do that. So first let's just change the title and make it into event key code. Also the code for this project and all of the projects that we are doing in the series is available in the GitHub repo. The link to that is also in the description as well. So we'll first need a div with an ID of insert, and in here we need some divs. So as we saw in the demo, we had a small container that contains all the data. So we are creating that container basically. So it will have an ID of key, and in here it will have the data. For example, if the A button was pressed, then it will have the A letter, and in the small tag it will show which event was pressed. So we'll copy this particular div and paste it 3 more times. So we'll make this here key code. We'll make this one just code, and from here we'll remove the key tag and we'll just do press to get the event key code. So by default this will be the only div that will be showing, and these div will be added dynamically. So first let's just style all these divs so that we can work with it more easily. So when we save it, the HTML has been rendered, and now let's work on the style. So in the style, first let's change the background of this body, and we'll change this to even, and we do not want flex direction column. Instead we'll add an extra line center. Okay, so now let's we want the key to display inline flex. We want it to have a border of 1 pixel, solid, and having gray color, and we'll add a padding of 10 pixel. We'll add a position of relative because we want to position the small tag within it absolute. We want the font family to inherit. We want to increase the font size as well, so we'll do 20 pixel, and we'll increase the font weight as well, and we'll set it to bold. Then we'll do a box shadow, and first we'll do 2 pixel offset on x-axis, 2 pixel offset on y-axis, and we'll apply a 2 pixel blur, and we'll add a color of black, so 000, and we'll give it an alpha value of 0.1. add a margin as well. So we'll add a margin of 10 pixel. We'll give it a minimum width property. So we'll give a minimum width of 150 pixel. We'll do align item center so that everything is centered. And we'll also set the flex direction to column. Now we'll style the small tag within the key. So key dot, and we want to position it absolute. So now it's one on top of the other, and we'll change that. We'll give it a value of minus 25 pixel so that it's on top of the box. We'll give it a left property of 0 pixel, and we'll let it have a width of 100%, and we'll also put text align center so that the text is centered. We'll set the color to gray, and we'll also reduce the font size. Yeah, in this key we'll add a background color as well so that it's a little bit different. Yeah, now it looks much better. Now let's work on the script so that when we press any key the corresponding data is loaded here. So first let me show you how it is going to work. So we'll take the window and we will add an event listener. So when we click any key, so to get that event we'll take the event of key down, and when it happened we want a callback function, and in the function we want to console the event that happened. So this is just to show what are the parameters that is passed in the event. So when we save here, and let me take the console. Now if I take the window and press any key, you can see that an event was fired, and when I open the object here you can see the code was key A, and the key which was pressed was A, and the key code is 65. So we need to show these data here. So to do that we'll first get the insert tab. So here you can see we had a div with an ID of insert, so we'll first get that. So const insert is equal to document dot get element by ID and insert, and when the insert is when the key is pressed, we want to update the insert div. So insert dot inner HTML equal to, so we'll use the backtick here. So this is the template retrieval format. So in here we'll add these three div. So at first when there is nothing here, so this will be the only div that is showing, and when some key is pressed these divs will be showing. So to test that let's just save it here, and we press any key this div is shown. Now we want to replace this inner data as well. So to do that we'll change remove the a from here, and we'll do dollar and curly braces, and we'll take event dot key. So we get the event from this event property, and we have a dot key here. So dot key is which key was pressed, so that is here. Now when we copy and paste this multiple times and just change the key value, so now when we save it and when we press any key here, you can see that the corresponding changes has been reflected. But the only problem here is when we press space, you can see that there is no space bar here. Instead it's an empty here. So the reason for that is, you can see that when space is pressed, the key is an empty string. So instead of showing an empty string, we can set it to show space here. So the way we can do is, if the event dot key is space, then we want to show the string as space and not just an empty string. And if this condition is not satisfied, then for all of the cases we want the event dot key to be shown. So this format is called ternary operator. If this condition is satisfied, then this will be shown, else this will be shown. So when we save that, and now when we press space here, you can see that the event dot key is space, so it is coming from this condition. So that's it for this this video. Hope you learned something from this video. If you did, do let me know, and thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one.